Dear friends, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to go through one machine on the Van Hub, which is MUI on the Van Hub. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine. We can learn and practice so many very important techniques from this machine. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So enough talk, let's just get started. We can switch over to the Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be netdiscover. As you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 153. So we can note down such information onto our notebook. Next, what are we going to do next? We need to do the port and self scanning with the map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before, so for now, we just cut out its result. So as you can see over here, I use the options like scene scan, the virtual scan, the default script scan, followed by the -P- to do the full range port scan. The last option of all is ON to output the result into this file. Although, as you can notice here, the IP address of target has been changed from the first time when I did the machine. So from the map scanning, we can tell that the target has two open port numbers. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service, and also the version information, including exact version number. Although this version is very outdated, but I don't think we can find any vulnerability except the username immersion vulnerability. And the next one is 80, which is running HTTP service. And also the version information Apache 2. And also give us the title did not follow redirect to this one. So it means that we need to append this host name to the host file. So let me open up the host file. And I think I need to remove. And also we can change the IP address from the original 152 to 153. Okay. So now we can write and quit. So then I think we need to start our immersion with this web application both manually and automatically. Let's fire up our browser to do the manual immersion first. And we can put the IP address of the, maybe we can use the domain name or host name to access the target. As you can see, we got the site back, and it's very clear. The target is running CMS of the WordPress. Okay, and we can scroll down. Native post, sample page, and we can go back to the home to check its source code to make sure we do not miss anything important. And also we can check whether the robots file is ready or available on the target, not found. So next we can launch the Nikto to do the automatic immersion. And of course, I think Nikto, this case, we cannot get anything more. I mean, more interesting or more important information. To save time, I'd like to interrupt here. Next, we can launch the GoBuster to do the directory immersion. And we can use the W option to specify the word list. I can use dbuster word list, medium, and extension option. Okay, press enter. Although GoBuster can immediately discover many files or directories or many pages, but all of them belong to the installation of WordPress, so nothing special. Okay, so at this I do not want to wait anymore. So what we are going to do next, because we already know that the target is running WordPress, we can launch the particular emulation for the WordPress with the utility WPScan, and we can specify the URL and the option of E to emulate the username and plugin. Peer stands for plugins. And as you can see, we found some as you can see, the username, maybe we can note down such information. We can WordPress enumeration. Okay. And the username. And the first one. And second one is this one. We can copy. And the user, I think this one is same as this one. So the buoy, and we can, the next one, the user. Okay. So I think there are 4 users in total. Next, as usual, as always, what can we do next? We need to try to crack the password for the user, and we can launch the we can use, press enter. I think we can give some time. When it's done, I will come back. See you there. All right. As you can see over here, the valid compilations have been found. We can copy. And next, I think we can use these compilations of username and password to log in. And as I did before, I failed to retrieve the password for the other user. Okay, so to save time, I will not repeat those steps. So now we can access the administrator's portal, and the username should be this one. We can copy, and then we can the password login. As you can see, we successfully log in to the administrator's portal of WordPress. However, from the left columns, we can tell that we are not administrator. So for posts, we need to check. Nothing there. Also nothing there. And also some posts. 2 posts. So here I'm testing my typing and open source intelligence skill. And AutoPress commenter. Hi, this one plugin is great. You have to try out this. To get started with moderating, editing, and deleting comments, please visit the comments screen in the dashboard. So it means that this WordPress has this plugin, okay? And also, if you miss such information here, also we can use another option. We can plugin, and from this option, plugins detection, also we can get the plugin information. The target is indeed running this plugin, the WordPress Discovery. This is also some sort of a popular plugin, and also give us the the version. So next we need to know, because at this moment this user, the current user, cannot do anything, right? So we need to know, we need to check whether this plugin is vulnerable or not. And you can use Google to make some research, and you can get this link: arbitrary file upload vulnerability in this plugin. And the version of the target falls into the scope of this vulnerability. Okay, so how to do? Let me show you. And we need to rename the image file. We can use any image file. We can go to like a bin, and we can get some picture, for example, like a birds, images, and we can save this picture to our working directory. We can use any name, test. Next, we need to rename. Of course, I think afterwards we can rename rename this file, and open this file in text editor like Vim, and append the PHP code, for example, like reverse PHP code. I will not use this one because this one is simple one. I want to directly get the reverse shell. Okay, so how to do? And let me show you in action. Maybe I can close up those two tabs, and we can I've already downloaded this picture, and also we can copy from my two sets. And I of course we need to make some modification. The IP address should be set to Kali Linux, and we also need to change the port number to my favorite port number. Okay, and next we can cut out the entire code of this file. We can copy, and we can use the Vim test and go to the the last line. Okay, so now we can write and quit, and we need to rename to the test, because as suggested by, instructed by this POC, we can rename to the PHP extension. So next, I think we can set up the listener on the Kali Linux. So now we can go to any, as this one suggested, we can go to the any post and submit or post the photo. Of course, this photo contains the PHP code. Okay. Okay, let me show you. So how to do? We can go to any, for example, this post, and we can input anything. Of course, we need to select all files, and then this one we can copy and open and post comment. As you can see, we successfully retrieved the collection from the target, which is fantastic. And we can import interactive shell. And also we can change the term variable, xterm color. And next, I think we need to do some local immersion. Go to the home. And the two users, boy. Go to another user. Permission denied. I think the kernel is very outdated, but in this video, I will not take this, take advantage of the kernel exploits. Okay, so next we can go to some permission denied and go to the var, go to the backups. Nothing there, and go to the www directory and go to the public subdirectory. And because this is the WordPress application, so we need to check out this config. Oh, sorry, should be not underscore, should be a dash. My bad. So as you can see, we successfully retrieved the this file to get the credential for the database collection, and we can copy and put over here local immersion and two users, usernames Boy and also Jockster, and collection. Okay, so next I think it's obvious we need to log into the MySQL, the user, and also the password we can copy. And we can show database, the two database. We can use my database, show tables, but empty set, and we can use the second database or switch to the second database and show tables. Oh, of course we can select or dump data from these user tables. And as you can see, we got the encrypted or hashed password for the user Slavkin. But I'd like to tell you, of course we can copy such encrypted password, especially for these two users, because the two system user, this one and this one. However, when I save this hash value data to the file and then use the John the Ripper, failed to crack it. And in this video, to save time of this video, I will not do this way. Okay, so nothing here. We can exit, and what we can do, I think we can upload the Nimpier shell script to do the automatic immersion. And I think I've already got this script ready. And next we need to upload this file to the target. We can use wget Nimpiers, and we need to make it executable, and then we can run it. Okay, although we have already done local immersion, but in most cases we need to rely on the power of the automatic shell script to do the immersion. As you can see, it's done. And then we can scroll up to see whether we can find anything else. And here, Chrome job information, process information. Just mention, I think this kernel, this version of kernel, for most certain, has some exploits, but I will not get into them here. So nothing here. Actually, why this machine is very difficult, which requires more immersion. For example, we can go to the var and go to the www directory and go to the public sorry, and we can go to the includes directory, and we can find this, this one. Actually, this is another file for the database collection, and a lot of content with this file. Maybe we can use the more. As you can see, we got some comments. Username, take this crest to log in one of the service, and we can copy. So next, I think we can try to use this password to switch our shell, right? Or SSH to the target. For example, we can go to the home directory, and we can, however, this password is for this user, but the system, the target doesn't have this user. So next, I think we can use this credential to log into the MySQL database again. After all, this file, what we have already seen is about the database collection. So how to do? We can use MySQL and the username. Paste over here, and we can copy. Oh, sorry, not this one. We can copy from notebook. Okay, as you can see, we successfully log into the database, and then we can show databases again and use this my database, show tables, but nothing there. And however, there is another database. We can use these useful things as the name implies. I think we can get something from this database. Show tables, and then we can select from user details. Okay, and there's some username and also password, and we can copy. Maybe we can use the subchef to decode. Subchef. Maybe this is in base 64, right? We can paste over here. So base 64. But gibberish. So how about next one? Gibberish as well. How about this one? Nothing there. So what's it's about? Maybe this one is just a password. We can copy. However, the last one is the link. We can copy. We can copy. And we can open up. So next, I think we can exit from this database and try to use this password to switch to another user, Bui, and we can copy this password. But the authentication failure. Okay. So I think this must be some sort of rabbit hole. And next, I think, as you can see, this should be the word list. And we can copy. We can copy. About 400 words. We can copy. And we can create it locally. We can use, for example, like paste bin. However, we need to do some processing. We need to remove the second column. This would be very easy. We can use cat out, and we can use the AWK, and the first line, the first column should be the password. And we can cat out the passwords. As you can see now, this is a clean word list. So next, I think we can use the Hydra to crack the password. And first of all, we need to create the username dictionary. There will be sorry, what I'm doing. There will be two users, Bui and Jokster. And so the first one is Bui, and the second one we can copy and paste over here, right, and quit. So next we can use Hydra and uppercase L to specify the username dictionary, and we can press enter. Because the password, in this case, the password dictionary is not very big. So I think do not need a long time to crack. Oh, wait a moment. I think I forgot to retrieve the flag. But we can go to the www directory. I think we have already noticed just now, clear. And actually this should be the first flag. Okay, so finally here, lend you further, and it isn't far from your home directory. Good luck. Okay. Maybe it's better I pause the video. All right, I'll come back. As you can see over here, the password has been found for the user Jokster. I think we can copy and put onto the notebook. So I think next we can log in to the, or SSH to the target. SSH, yes, and we can copy its password from notebook, paste over here. It does work, right? So next, I think we can get the second flag. So congratulations, Jokster, though you were lazy and worry-free, you got yourself with some open source intelligence. Now it's your time to use the premonitions, which you call forebodings, to protect both from bigger disaster. For that, you have to recall your mind like cron things, as in Linux. So I think the next, the next flag would be connect to the cron job. And so how to do? But just now, we use the Limpia shell script. We didn't find this suspicious cron job. So next, I'd like to introduce another very powerful utility, which is PSPY. And I think we can open up a new tab. I've already got this PSPY utility ready. Next, we can use the existing web server to upload. And we can, where? Should be here. And we can go to the temp directory. PSPY 64, because our architecture is 64. So next we need to make it executable, and then we can run it. We need to find some cron job, because such job will be executed regularly. And if we can manipulate this job, and then I think we can make a lateral movement or even privilege escalation. Okay? So far we have already grabbed 2 flags. So next flag would be the third one. UID is equal 0 means this process is owned by the root user. Okay, PID, I think you know what it means, right? So the PSPY 64, the power of this utility is that it can display or print out all processes, even those processes are owned by other users rather than the current user. As you know, the current user is Jokster, so even can display the processes owned by root user or any other user. Okay, so very, very important. And I've already demonstrated this technique for many times, because this is so important technique. PSPY, as you can see, the user, this should be another user, and later we can check out which user, and we'll run this Python script regularly. And I'd like to interrupt. We can get out the password file. As you can see, the 1001 UID stands for buoy. And next we need to check whether we have permission to manipulate this Python script. We can go to OPT, and as you can see, the current user, of course, the current user doesn't have permission to manipulate. However, this current user also belongs to the group, this group DevSec, and this group has permission to modify. So what we are going to do next, I think we can append the reversal command to this Python script, and we can open the site of the reverse, and we can copy from this site, or PenTestMonkey website. We can copy which one? The Python, and we can copy and paste onto the book. And we can remove. We do not need this one, because we need to write into the Python script. Okay. So now, of course, we need to change the IP address, and I think we need to use different port number. And we can set up the another listener. Okay, so we can copy, and then this, oh, yeah, this user we can echo to flag. Okay, and then we can wait wait for collection from the target, and this collection or this shell should belong to the user buoy, and then we can go ahead, right? So this machine involves various techniques. And just now we have already shown you how to exploit the WordPress CMS, and also I use the Hydra to make brute forcing. And now what we are doing is to utilize the cron job for our purpose, or to get or spawn another shell. Okay. I can make the font to be bigger. Maybe we need to wait 1 or 2 minutes. I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3 minutes. But okay, as you can see, we have already got the collection from the target. And next, I think we can spawn the interactive shell, and also we can export a term color. And next, I think we can get the set flag, and here I think very straightforward. Just beside the flag, so the flag that is binary. I think we can use the file command to display the file type. Actually, this is the executable and 64-bit. And so next, I think we need, first of all, we need to transfer. Maybe we can, this one is not very good. We can create the, we can use the key pair to SSH to the target. Okay, so how to do? This is also another very convenient way when we do the penetration. We can use the SSH key, and we want to save the key pairs under the current working directory. Okay, no passphrase, and we can cut out the public key, and then we can copy. We can echo, and then authorized keys, and then we can change the mode, authorized keys. Then I think we can SSH a buoy, and the private key. As you can see, this would be better. Okay, so next I think we can transfer this file, this binary, to the Kali Linux. How to do? We can use SAP Lopit Kali, and I want to save it into the working directory. So we can copy the absolute path, lop it, okay? It's done. So next, and next I think we need to check whether, for example, we can, you know, lop it, and then we can run it to see whether there is any new open port number emerges, okay? So we can use SSH, but nothing new, okay? So maybe this, you know, this binary will not open a new port number. So next, I think we need to check whether this binary is vulnerable to the buffer overflow attack, and we can use GDB, and first of all we can create the pattern. We can create 2000, and then we can run it, and we can copy this string because we want to get the offset which buffer overflow happened, okay? As you can see, we need to get the ISP, and we can copy. We need to calculate the offset we can use. So the Pader plugin is very useful. Offset, and paste over here. As you can see, we got the offset number, and we can copy. So how to do? Because you know, this binary doesn't open port number. So I think we need to, you know, make a tunnel or make a port forwarding with Socket. So then we can send the payload remotely to the target. Okay, let me show you in action. So I think we can exit from the GDB. And first of all, we need to, you know, we need to transfer this file to the target, because at this moment, no socket on the target. And how to do? We can use SP, Kani, and we can copy the absolute path. Which one? Yeah. So this file. Okay, the current directory is down. Then we can decompress this file. It's down, and I think we can go inside this directory and then can configure we need to compile this source code, and we can make okay, it's done. And then we can copy socket to the upper directory. And also we need to copy one library, lib x lib also we need to transfer this library to the Kali Linux, because the payload or the exploit would be, running on the Kali Linux. So we can use the same way. Lib Kali. Copy, paste over here. Okay, I think we have already transferred this library from the target. So I've already got a pair. We can use the vim root this exploit. Of course, to use this module, we need to install the PWN module, and of course we need to change the IP address, and also this port number will be set up by the socat. Okay, and next we do not need to do anything. Oh, what I'm doing. Okay, so next then we need to, not what I'm doing, we can exit from here. We need to set up the port forwarding, the TCP. I can use this one, so this should be TCP listen, not this one, socat, and the TCP listen. Port number, and we just copy the options, a bit complicated options. And we can press enter. Now we can run Python, and we can run ID. And can we go to the root directory? But nothing there. There's some problem. I need to sort it out. First, I will come back. It seems that I cannot get the root privilege, although when I did the machine the first time, I successfully got the root shell by using the same way and the technique. But for now, I don't know the reason why I cannot get the exploit work. So what's the problem? Interesting. Why? All right, maybe in the future, if I have time, I need to sort it out and to look for the reason why I cannot make it work by using the same way. So that's all I'd like to do in this video. See you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.